Well, hello and welcome future 6th graders to Bedford Junior High School. I'm Mr. Hurley, I'm the principal, and here I'm going to share with you guys a presentation that I'm giving in person to all our elementary schools, but in case you miss school or you just love the sound of my voice or you like to look at pictures, you can watch this video or your mom and dad can see the video that I shared. So once again, I'm Mr. Hurley, I'm the principal at the junior high school. I'm going to kind of go through some things that we have here at Bedford Junior High as you get ready to start thinking about 6th grade. So I'm really excited about everyone coming from the different elementary schools. So there's a picture of our school. We are the only 2-story school in the district, so that does have an interesting dynamic. So let's look at a map here. So what we do is, you can see here, the second floor is right there at the top where it's labeled second floor. We do like to keep the 6th graders on the second floor separate. However, we did have a 6th grade team downstairs this year due to some other issues, and that seemed to work very well though, so it wasn't any issue. The nice thing about the 6th grade classes though, we do keep them right next to each other. So in terms of, oh my goodness, I need to get to my next class, it's literally you have 5 minutes to go 5 feet. So it's a very, very, very easy transition. The other thing I want to point out though, we do have some classes downstairs that you will attend. For example, lunch in the cafeteria is downstairs, so you would be going down there. During lunchtime, we do keep the 6th graders separate from the 8th graders. However, we do share some time with our 7th graders during lunch, but we keep them on separate sides. We have the gym that the 6th graders would be going down to in the locker rooms. Then we also have to the right there, you can see in the little yellow ovals, our art rooms, our choir room, our orchestra room, our band room, our wood shop area. These are all areas that our 6th graders go to in different parts of the building. So we do have them go to different parts of the building for different classes. So speaking of students, so we have just under 1,100 students in the junior high next year. So we have a lot of kids. So it's a little different from the different elementary schools. So we really combined together to become one Bedford, which is an exciting part for the school day. School day is divided up into 55-minute classes. So your students are going to have a math, social studies, science, writing and reading, that's your English, but divided in 2 parts and specials, and I'll go in more details. They'll also have a 25-minute homeroom, just a time to get homework done, and a 25-minute lunch thrown in there too, because we do feed everyone. So math is what a new textbook that we have. It's called Big Ideas Math. It's grades 6th through 8th, so we do use it here with all our grades, so they'll get used to the program when they start in 6th grade. A lot of story problems, a lot of online stuff. So we don't give them a book. They do get a workbook, but they don't get a hardcover book because their book is on their Chromebook. So they'll log into a website and they'll be able to see everything they need for class. Plus they can do homework problems. The teachers can grade problems. Really, really nice, and excited to use that. Social studies, we study the Western Hemisphere in social studies. So North America, Central America, and South America. So a lot of geography, history of all the areas, and culture. And that class too also does have an online component of the textbook, so you'll get a login, so you'll be able to look there, but we do still give out hardcover text there. Science, very similar to what you already have at the elementary schools. We continue with the Battle Creek Math Science kits. So you can see we do a lot of geology, some ecosystems, and we also incorporate some health next year for our science classes, and that's with the science kits. So you'll see the familiar journals and a lot of experiments. So I'm really excited about that with our science teachers. English, reading and writing, 2 separate classes, so almost 2 hours of English. One thing I like to tell students is English, even though I was an old math teacher, English is the most important subject that you're going to have because it's important to be able to communicate what you're doing and to be able to understand communications. We do have a new textbook. It is online again. So you won't be given a hardcover textbook. They'll have those in class, but you'll be able to log into a website and get to your textbooks for English class. Now here, so your students have gotten a form, a green form. The teacher should have given it to them. If you don't have that form, I'll email out a copy of that so you can have that. But this is your elective rotation. So this are your specials. They call them specials at the elementary school. So you have 2 choices for a 6th grader. Choice number 1 is music, and it's instrumental music in 6th grade, so either orchestra or band. So you go into orchestra or band, you'd pick your instrument, and we'd put you in that class. Keep in mind, if you do orchestra or band, you do have PE mixed in there. And we do PEs by sectionals. For example, the band teacher would say on Mondays, trumpets and clarinets go to gym. So every Monday during the year, trumpets and clarinets would go to gym unless it's right before a performance. Every Tuesday, percussionists. Thursday, French horns and trombones and flutes and so forth. So the band teacher works that out with our PE teachers. We've been doing that for a while and it seems to be working well. Then the other rotation, it's kind of dependent on what we have available for staff. This year, for example, we have PE as part of the rotation, art as part of the rotation, and we have woodshop part of the rotation. So the students rotate between those classes and they just get just a variety of experience and kind of explore. Sometimes we call those classes exploratory because we want to test out things, see what they like. So one thing I do want to stress about PE though, it's a little bit more intense than the elementary. We do change. You wear gym clothes. You can see that student there has a Bedford shirt on and some gray sweatpants. We do wear school colors when we change. Sometimes we're outside. It's kind of nice. We have some big fields by the junior high. We also have the track right next to the junior high. So we do use all those facilities. So if the weather's good enough, so you need to dress to go outside. So that does happen quite a bit. For example, it's February right now, or just started March. As I'm recording it, the weather's been kind of nice. So our PE teachers have been taking kids out for gym class to run. We do have our technology, so we have Chromebooks, and we issue Chromebooks right before school starts. And I'll talk about that more in a second. So we get your Chromebooks right before school starts. A lot of academic support. We do parent conferences. Moms, dads call us, call the counselors, and we set up meetings. We have 8th hour, which is after school. We have after school from 2:30 to 3:30 on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays that you can come and get extra help, get homework done. Hack is, I know you were introduced this year, but Hack is pretty important. You can check your grades online. We have counselor involvement, and we also have something called Schoology, which you'll learn more about in the fall in order to kind of online component in order to communicate with your teachers. Junior high, this is where I get the most questions when I do the live discussions with the students. We have lots and lots of different activities. Sports being the number one thing kids ask about. Everything's still through community ed, so if you do softball, basketball, volleyball, and so forth, you can check the community ed webpage or listen to our announcements. However, we did expand our cross-country program down to the 6th grade. So it is a school sport in terms of you go compete against Monroe or Tecumseh or so forth. So if you sign up for cross-country, you will be part of the cross-country team and have some weeknight meets. So keep that in mind. That is part of the school larger sports scene other than the community ed being local. Lots of clubs, so check the announcements. You see on the announcements page, we do have clubs. You see these are just examples. We've had Rubik's Cube, sewing, coding, art, juggling, 100-mile club, Lego. I did a sci-fi club this year because kids like science fiction. A lot of choices for students. The big thing is getting involved, listening to the announcements, and coming to something. The other thing I want to emphasize, though, and we had students ask this question, is what if I want to go to board game club on Thursday and French club on Thursday? Well, that's where, we are getting a little older, and sometimes you have to make hard choices. And you can go to whatever clubs you want to go to. You just might not be able to go to every club just because we do offer so many and they all might be running at the same time. So we do have to make some choices there. So some things that I want to express to you. So I've been meeting with the 6th graders here at the junior or in the different elementaries. On March 20th, doors will be open just before 7 o'clock. We start at 7 in the gym. I'll do some quick speeches. PTA will make some speeches. And we'll release the students to do a scavenger hunt, their chance to kind of really explore the junior high school, kind of get comfortable, kind of see some of the nook and crannies that we have in the building, see some of the different areas that we have that, their elementary school didn't have. I asked for then by that Friday after open house that they turn in their registration forms. And to emphasize, if I do not get your registration form, then I pick your elective. And like I told all the students, I used to play tuba. So if you don't fill out your forms, I will sign you up for tuba. Summer, have fun, read a book. Then the big one is Bronco Roundup. We're setting the dates now. Bronco Roundup will be this coming August. You'll get a letter invite in the mail. It's your chance to come and check out your schedule. You'll get your schedule. You'll get your Chromebook like I talked about earlier. You'll get your locker. You'll get your locker so you'll be able to try your locker, even put things in if you really want to. So it's a nice time right before school to get excited about school and get excited to become a Bronco. Last but not least, we have school, September 5th. Right after Labor Day, we start our school year and get really excited. I meet all the 6th graders in the gym. We do a little talk down there before we start the day. We do the pledge together. And then we start our day. Our mission is to enable our students to learn at Bedford Junior High School. We're going to be organized, respectful, responsible, and proficient. Really excited about having all the elementary schools join together as one. If you do have any questions, feel free to give me a call or email me here at the school. And thank you very much for your time, and looking forward to seeing everyone, and hope to see everyone at Bronco Open House on the 20th at 7 o'clock in the gym.